Okay, I think 6 was what I had it as before. I think that was... Oh, crap! Hello, everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Quest for Glory So You Want to Be a Hero with me, your host, Tim. Wow, it's been like a week, maybe 2 weeks since I last played the game. And I believe when we left off, we were going to turn the Spira seed into the Dryad and then do a little bit more exploring, at which point I'd go off-screen and level my Dazzle and Calm spell up and trigger. And it's going to take several in-game days to do, probably like 3 or 4 days. And then we'll be ready to complete the game. And we're probably going to do it either this session or next session. What time is it, by the way? Mid-morning? There's a handful of things that I still want to do. I would like to fight and best the Weapons Master at some point. Maybe we'll actually do that on screen tomorrow. I'm sorry, by tomorrow I mean the next in-game day. And we have some more goblins to fight, I suppose. How's our strength, by the way? 77? My goodness, we're still overweighted because of all the silver coins we're carrying, plus all these tons of potions that we have on ourselves. We could drop the shield, but I want to beat the Weapon Master first, and I want full stamina to do that. So maybe we'll record all of today, and then tomorrow we'll hang around near the castle until we actually get a chance to fight the Weapon Master. Right, okay, so yeah, so hello everyone. Right, so we're walking our way back over to the... I probably should use the cursors again, the whatchamacallit keys. We're walking our way back over to the Dryad now, and she was down in the southwestern corner of the forest. So let's get our butts over there. Now, quite some time has elapsed since I played the game, but in addition, in-game as well. As you can tell, we're quite the hero now in this area. We are a match for anything that the game's going to be throwing at us, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions. There are some creatures that will still cause us trouble. Like a cheetar. Cheetars are terrible. Oh my god. So much flippin' damage from those things. Holy flippin' crap. Okay, things are looking good, Tim. These are looking good. A shame we can't buy a better sword. Oh crap, this is the place. Alright, let's walk up and talk to Miss Dryad. Have you brought the seed I requested? Yes, I have. Give the seed to me. Here you are, miss. You drop the seed into the Dryad's limbs. Now this will boldly grow where none has grown before. Heed now my words, friend of the forest, and heed them well. Friend, you must know that there is an evil in this valley which perverts the ways of nature. The prophecy says that a hero will bring a young human from out of this darkness. You are the one to accomplish this task. Oh, if you are the one to accomplish this task, there is a potion to break enchantments which you must have the healer make. You must gather these ingredients. Flowers from Irana's Peace, which we have already collected and given to her. Green fur. So we're going back to the meeps for that. Fairy dust, which we have on us, I believe. A magic acorn, which I think we get from the Dryad. And flying water, which we have in a flask. Farewell, friend. I must return to my concentration. May the forest forever surround you. You see an acorn fall slowly to the ground. Alright, well, let's take that up. You pick up the Dryad's gift of a magic acorn. And we get a point for that. Let's save the game. Can't believe there's only been 8 parts to this, and we're right at the end of the game. I think my last playlist had, like... Oh, it was 4 chapters of some random length for each video. That's back when I labeled... I had 10 videos per chapter back when I first started recording this a long time ago. And I tried to keep that going as a theme thing. But it's just better not to do that, because when people get confused that they begin trying to search for videos. Not that I probably have a lot of people searching for my videos in the first place. But anyway, yes. And but I just, by the way, deleted the existing... Do I want to find a mantray? Let's see if it chases us. It's going to chase us. So be it, Mantray. Let's dodge a bunch. Actually, I should be parrying, because we're going to be losing, our shield soon. Once I get a chance to lose it. You don't have any money on you. I'm just spamming the block button. Gotcha. Took a little bit more damage. Do I want to drink a healing potion? I think we'll be fine at the moment. We'll wait. If we see a cheetar show up, we'll drink a healing potion and then deal with the cheetar. Hello, meeps. Good morning. Right, so I was just mentioning that I've deleted my old Quest for Glory 1 playlist. And I'll begin watching my Quest for Glory 2 playlist. And if that's equally bad as the first one was, I'm going to be deleting that one. I should delete all of them and just redo the entire series to be longer than 10 to 15 minutes in length, each of those videos. Hello. Hiya, nice to see you again. Hey, nice to see you guys too. Can I borrow some green fur? You have any fur left around? Do you shed, I suppose? Oh, you want some green fur? I think I have some green fur somewhere around here. Apples. Lots of apples. Oh, you know? Hold on. Hey, there you go. Hope it helps you. It just occurs to me. You're welcome. Can we give rations? You have the reason to do that. All right, let's take the fur. It just occurs to me. They eat apples, right? Can we give them apples? You pick up a pile of soft green fur and carefully place it in your pack. I never made the attempt before. The apples aren't too expensive. We could go and see if... Yeah, maybe we'll go and... We're going to be right near town. Let's go pick up some apples and see if we can bring them back to the meeps. I never actually tried this before. And if not, we'll just eat the apples or drop them. Doesn't really matter overly much. Because these are dangerous, we're also just going to not fight the goblins probably today. Yeah, it's already midday. We'll be doing lots of walking. Let's think, what else is there to do around here? We've already talked to Erasmus, and I don't think there's anything new he'll have to tell us. So we don't need to go up to Magic Mountain again. We have all the spells we need, though I'm not going to cast them until it's getting close to nighttime, because I want to have calm in case we fight a Pterosaurus Rex. I just really don't like those creatures. I can't escape them. I'm forced to fight them. Ah, God, it's so terrifying. My friend Joe was asking about if I've ever played a different type of character, because this is the second time through, maybe even the third, this is the second time through I'm recording this, where I'm playing the same type of character, a fighter who has magic, who will then move over to being a mage later on. And yes, I have. I've played up to Game 3 as a thief, or a fighter thief, or a thief mage as well. But the thief is harder to use than than a fighter is. You don't get access to a sword as a thief. You use daggers. I don't know if you can buy a sword in the second game. I don't think you have one at all in the third. And so you do less damage in combat, so combat becomes tougher. And in the first game especially, that's really tough. Although you don't need to kill creatures to beat the game out here. You will want the money, basically. You need a combat-oriented character in the game to survive. I wouldn't play a thief without some magic capability. This way you can cast Flame Dart. You say to the healer, I have been to visit the Dryad of the Woods. She gave me a magic acorn and told me the formula for a potion to dispel enchantments. So let's... Oh, I gotta use the restroom. Give an acorn. So, you help the Dryad. Oh, that's nice. She does keep the forest around here healthy. So that's how to make a dispel potion, is it? Thanks for letting me know. Let's see. To make the dispel potion, I still need fairy dust, green fur, and flying water. Now, we're also kind of lucky in that the healer will just make the potion for us. Normally, I would expect that we give her the... Like, I don't know, for other games, I would expect that we give her the knowledge, and then we pay for the potion after we even gather the ingredients for it. So I'm glad that she'll just do this for us. I guess she really likes nature and likes the idea of the Dryad helping and stuff like that. In any case, let's give the flask of flying water that we have from Flying Falls. The healer makes some sort of arcane gesture over the flask of water, then smiles. Flying water. How clever. Let's see. To make the dispel potion, I still need those two things. Let's give the green fur. Those meeps sound so interesting. I'd like to meet them sometime. I'll get to work on that potion of yours. And fairy dust. Give fairy dust. So, you say this is one of the ingredients for the dispel potion. Well, I better get started making it. Okay, let's get out of here. It's going to take her some time to make it. I think you just leave and come back and it's done, but we'll wait an entire day. Speaking of waiting, I'll be right back, everyone. I really need to use the restroom. Be right back. Hey everyone, right back. So let's go and see about purchasing those apples. Let's see about purchasing those apples and see if we can give them the meeps. Again, we might not be able to, but we can at least eat the apples or we'll just drop them. It's just a single silver for 10 of them anyway. And it shouldn't weigh us down significantly. So this should be fine to do. Hello, Miss Centaur. What are you selling? Ask about produce. Okay, let's buy apples. You carefully select 10 of the best apples from the barrel and pay the lady a silver piece. Okay, nice. It didn't weigh us down. So let's head back over to the meeps and see if we can give them anything. If we can't, we'll just drop the apples. We'll fight the goblins. We'll rest. It should be the evening, and then we'll head back to Irana's Peace. Tomorrow morning, we'll come back over here. We'll visit the healer to see if the potion is done. And then we'll wait a little bit to fight the weapons master. Actually, we probably should work at the stables then, because that will pass by some time. Gets a little bit of cash, and I think it will improve my strength a tiny bit as well. Let's see, is there anything else here I can think of that we might have missed? I don't think so. There is the brigand area that we haven't walked down to yet. We could go down there and fight brigands. It's not quite the same as the goblins. What you can do as many battles as you want down there. It's just that you're not fighting in a group of them. Like the goblins, you have other goblins waiting to fight you after the first goblin is done. For the brigands, every new area you move through will spawn a brigand, 100% guaranteed to attack you. You can just go down there and slaughter them and get a lot of silver. Technically, I guess that's if you have a good weapon skill, etc., it'd be easier to fight the brigands. Hiya, nice to see you again. Hey, I have some apples for you. Darn it. Can we just... Alright. Now, here's some apples. Alright, that's a shame. I saw all those apples. He's just throwing out. Alright. Sorry for bothering you. You have a good afternoon, Mr. Meep. Mrs. Meep. And... Right, what are we doing? Goblins, I said? I think? What time is it? It's mid-afternoon. Wow, it's already mid-afternoon, Tim. Maybe we should just walk north to... Oh, hello, brigand. Get some distance, and then we'll cast a flame dart on you. And then we'll throw a dagger, further weaken you. Let's do it. Stab him. Get him. Kill him. Poor brigands. Oh, my goodness. 19 silver coins for that. Nice. That was a piece of cake. I was looking pretty good. We'll rest a little bit. Nice. We gained a point of strength or something. It's still mid-afternoon. All right, let's... So, I guess we're not fighting the goblins. We're just going to make our way slowly back up to Irana's Peace. Oh. Hello, goblins. I don't actually need to kill you today, so you can stay here. Goblins are a great way to get cash in this one. As you've seen. But you do need the ranks of your combat skills to have improved first. And you need decent stamina or you're not going to survive because you'll run out of stamina, then you use your health points instead of stamina, and then you're dead. So, yep. This is going pretty smoothly despite when was the last time I played the game? 2 years ago? It's going really well. That first day made me really nervous when we weren't able to even kill a Saurus. But to be fair, we do have a hybrid character. So, we did take points in what? What did we take? Magic. Jump points in magic. We could have taken, by the way, other things. We could have taken stealth and pick locks or climbing. However, I'm aware that in the 5th game, I believe it worked this way. From reading the forums, it was ages ago, though. That if you had certain types of skills, the game believed you to be certain types of classes. A certain class. And you weren't able to do some things... or were able to do some things, or the game would just assume you were a certain... if you had stealth, the game would give you an option for one or two of the NPCs you would meet. Then they would assume you went the thief path because you had stealth. I remember this being the case. I don't actually know, though, because I never played the 5th game for longer than an hour. So, but because of that, I won't take stealth on this character because I don't want him to be. I don't want the game to assume I'm a thief. And again, by the time we hit Quest for Glory 3 or 4, I will have shifted over to being a mage class. When we beat the game, we'll have the option of saving our character for future games. And then when we play the second game, we can import our character into that game. And the good news about that is that assuming you've worked on your character in this one, they'll have better stats than they would if you had just started a fresh character in the new one, in the second game. In addition, you can, as of I think the third game, you can decide if you wanted to be the class as well. So you could import the second game, for example. When we import Galvin, we will be a fighter. That's pretty much going to be it. However, in the third game, the game will say, "Hey, we were going to import your character as a fighter. If that's not right, do you want to be the mage instead?" And you're given the option to do that. I think as of the third game, I do decide to become a mage full-time. Alright, so it's kind of evening. So let's cast. We'll do this one time on screen. We'll just improve our trigger, I suppose. Yeah, this is it. This becomes more difficult to do in the later games when they require you to go through the animation. Our trigger is only 39, yeah, so we're going to be doing this for a few more in-game days. I want all of those up to at least the 60s, if possible. Okay, let's eat the fruit. Check ourselves, looking pretty good. Rest once to pass by some time. Save the game. And head on down to the castle. If we're lucky... Oh, God! If we're lucky, we'll be able to fight the weapons master. Run? Yeah, run. I don't know what I did right there. Did I say cast run or something? Okay, good. And we avoided it. If your character just stops after running north or south, that means that you did... Oh, no! You did successfully avoid it. What's with the horrible creatures this morning? Good morning to you all. I guess the early cat cheetar gets the worm. That's us, I guess, this morning. My goodness. Holy crap. Crazy. Those are two crazy battles to do early in the morning, and I don't want to lose my life and or the stamina. Alright, castle first. Castle first. Hello, sir. I am indeed. Can you open the gate for me? Oh, sorry about that. Christian's still in the way. By the way, they made a remake of this a few years after they made this one. Sierra did, with better graphics. Wait, what is this? This was EGA graphics, and the new one was VGA graphics from a long time ago. But I've always played this one. I like the combat in this one more than the remake. The remake uses what they introduced in Quest for Glory 3. You have certain dialogue options you pick from a GUI, like a drop-down instead. And you have kept moving character faces to do the conversations or what have you. But this was the first one I played, and I liked this one better than the remake they had done. So you're back. Need some work? You better believe it. Good. Come in here and take a rake. We're doing this mostly to pass by time, so we can meet the weapon master. I guess we could have left the courtyard screen and then go in and out and see if we can get him to spawn. Because I think the game actually just decides whether or not he spawns depending upon the certain time of day and what you do. Oh, by the way, you can also sleep here as well in the castle. In the castle area if you so wished. You're able to sleep in the stables if you ever find yourself here at night. Thanks. Let's rest. How we looking? Looking pretty good. Our luck went up. I don't understand that, but whatever. Let's save the game, and we fight the Weapon Master today. Darn it. All right, let's see if does he respawn? Yes. Okay, perfect. Hello, sir. Today is the day you fall. Today is the day you fall. Pay. You pay the Weapon Master's price, and then I salute you, and I you. On guard! Lesson begins, get him! Doesn't matter. We can do a lot of damage by just poking him. Even when we missed, he's still going to be moving because our weapon use is so high, and our strength is high too. So, we should really just be attacking endlessly. Nice, good parry there, Tim. Block again. Yep, keep hitting him. Oh, we might not do it, I guess. Hopefully we do. It's going to be close. We do have the stamina to just kind of just force him off the other side. He's going to poke us a bit, though. Yep, I should always try to parry, because if we beat him, we're dropping our shield. We're not going to be using it again. A good block. We're forcing him off the map. Off you go. Yep, just attack, attack, attack. It's like we're a rogue in World of Warcraft or something. Ooh, he just waited for me to stop that. He's like, I saw that. It's not looking good for you. It's over. It's over. Ah! That was a good block. I think we just have to get his foot off the other side. We're so close. So close. We're gonna get you. Then we get some points. Blocked it. Ooh, good block on your side, sir. Good parry. Enough! Cries the weapon master. I can see now that my career must end. Anytime that I, the weapon master, can be beaten by a mindless, nasty little twerp such as you, it is time to take an interminable vacation. By your leave, I hope your sword rusts and your cape fragments in the most awful manner. That was really rude. Oh, we almost lost that. 15 stamina points. Alright, now we just rest a bunch. That should be good enough. Let's go outside. And with that done, I think we can safely drop our shield now. I don't think we need it any longer. I'm content with the parry where it is at 84. So let's drop our shield. I'll just remember that it's here, because apparently we can come back and retake it if we need it. How's our weight? Oh, wonderful. We can now carry all the golds. Let's go ahead and get that potion from the heal. Actually, why don't we cast a few spells first, then rest a bunch to recover our stamina. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's cast Dazzle. We'll go ahead and do this. It's a good way to improve these spells. Anyway. Okay, so this should hopefully significantly hurt it. Oh god, that's right, Tim. You dropped the shield. Oh, whoa, oh, nice! Hey, holy crap! That was a piece of cake. We weren't even touched. Wonderful. Let's take the claws. And then we can rest a bunch, which will make up for all the spells that we cast. And it's probably going to be sunset once this is done. Mid-afternoon. Okay, wow. So a whole day is practically done. And that's because of the battle versus Weapon Master, the working at the stable, and the resting thereafter. Sweet. And how's our magic? Our dazzle is up to only 18. Okay, yeah, we need to improve that. So once I have the potion, everyone, I'm going to go off screen and level off, do the spell improvement off screen. Here is the potion of Dispel. Use it by splashing it on the victim of the magic spell. Mind you, this won't work if the spell is caused by a magic item rather than a cast spell. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright, I'll see you. Oh, let's sell the claws, however many we picked up. I don't even know how many we picked up, but they're now sold. Okay, let's get out of here. Actually, maybe we do want the shield. We're only 9 pounds down. I guess we'll keep it after all. All right, everyone. So I'll be back. I'll keep the shield until I maybe improve and parry a little bit more. So I'm going to do some stuff off screen. When I come back, I'll sum up what we've done. But in truth, you're not going to miss anything. It's just going to be me improving my spells. And I will see you guys afterwards. So be right back, everyone. We won? Oh, that's right. Gotta click here. We're gonna realize I'm recording. Alright, so it's been a few days in game here. My stats aren't quite, well, my spell levels are not quite where I want them, but it will be fine, because after we do this part, we'll be able to spend a little more time leveling them anyway. So let's show you what my stats are. There we go so far, so that's a good idea of what I'm about to try to beat the game with. And my spell selections are over there. As you can see, we're either, well, except for calm, we are basically where I kind of want to be. I would like everything in the upper 60s, so this means I have to spend like 1 or 2 more days practicing spells, but we can do that later. So, let's go after the Brigand Leader. Arguably, this is the last thing you need to do to beat the game. However, if you want the good ending, you'll need to also get rid of Baba Yaga. We'll be able to do both of these things soon, though this will probably be we'll probably beat the game in actuality in the next video. I think we're going to get to a certain... Well, I guess we'll find out. We're not that far, actually, from beating the game. Maybe this will just take over an hour, and I can off-screen leveling the spells. There's a little something I'm going to check on here first. Okay, so as a heads up, we're not going to get it, because I'm opting to beat the game right now. However, there is a story-related thing which occurs back here at a certain time. I think during the midday, if you come... After you save the Baron, and your stats are a certain level, I believe, if you decide to come here, you, during midday or later, and a day when Bruno is not in the front of the town, you'll find Bruno here talking to a brigand. And Bruno's in with the brigands, basically, and they're talking about making a move to overthrow and eliminate the Brigand Leader, and how they should use a password to get around the choke point, which it leads to the Brigand compound. If you make yourself known, you're killed instantly. So, but you can overhear what that password is. I would probably view it as a requirement to get that if you're the thief, as it lets you sneak in the back and avoid 2 battles. We, however, are going to do both of the battles, which are optional, because we're a cool fighter mage. A heads up that I've also... A fighter? Yeah, actually, that's correct. I've dropped the shield as well, allowing me to cast spells in combat. Because one of the battles we're about to do is significantly tougher than any of the other battles we've done. Well, I'll talk about it when we actually are engaged in the fight. And I think down here is where the Brigand area is. So let's pay a visit to the Brigands. Holy crap! That's right. Hey everyone, what is this creature? By golly, it's an Antwerp. Look at Antwerp. I think it says the same thing. Antwerps are on the endangered species list. They are rarely seen. Yep. Don't remember any of these in my pure fantasy novels. As you can see, it does not want us to go over near that side of the screen. And we don't have to. We are a fighter, so we can go the other way. But, see this rock right here? That opens up a secret passage. You need a key to open it, or your open spell needs to be a certain rank. I guess if you're the fighter, you might be able to be strong enough to move the rock if your strength is a certain level as well. In any case, let's go this way first to show you what it will look like if you don't opt to go that way. So we are now in Brigand territory, and I believe in a few seconds we'll start seeing brigands show up to attack us. By the way, I should probably be using the keyboard for this. So I think every screen of a brigand pop up on us. Oh, I guess, yes, it does. Alright, so let's cast a flame dart. Cast a dazzle. Throw a dagger. And fight him. Oh god! Or apparently leave. Okay. One button. Poor brigand. If we had killed him in the other screen, we would have gotten another brigand on this screen. 7 silver coins. Nice. We'll just rest a tiny bit. What time is it, by the way? It's only mid-morning. Yep, we're starting this off early in the day. You have a bad feeling about this place. You have an even worse feeling about this place. So, you can charge forward. I recommend running. And then when you get close to the log, leap over the log. The log over there. to fight 3 brigands in a row. You will also have archers pelting you with arrows, and you can easily die if you're too slow at getting over there, believe it or not. I remember dying pretty frequently in this area. Just charge the log, leap over it, engage in combat, and get the hell out of this screen. The cliffs are rocky and riddled with niches that could conceal things. Brigand archers, for instance. There's a pile of logs off to the north. So this is totally an ambush. No one's allowed to leave the valley this way. We are not going to go this way, because I want to show you what's inside the cool cave. First off, where's our brigand battle? There should be one here. There we go. We'll just fight this guy just flat out. It'll give me having my fist ready to punch him. Let's go search the body while we're at it. 11 silver coins. I don't think we took any damage. Wow, we walked all the way back over there. Alright, so how we looking? Pretty damn good. Let's save the game. And move on. Where's the next brigand? Oh, there's no brigand on this screen? Okay. Alright, so we're back at the Antwerp. So, let's try casting a calm spell, maybe to get rid of it. No. The Antwerp does not care about calm spells. Oh, right. You can try to shake it, as it were. There we go. To get around it, if you so wish. However, I'm aware of a thing that happens in Quest for Glory 4. So I think we will cast a flame dart at it instead. You seem to have scared the Antwerp with your behavior. You can also fight the Antwerp. You can just type fight. If you try to move up to the Antwerp, you'll be pushed back and take some damage instead. If you try to fight it, you'll make a few practice swings, and then the Antwerp will do what you just saw here. It'll leap up into the sky and get away from you. Let's cast actually, let's cast Detect Magic first. No magic. Alright, let's cast the Open spell. And there we go. Now, we don't know the password. I know what the password is. But technically, Galvin here does not know. So we're just going to walk into this, which is a bad thing to do if we weren't prepared for what's about to happen. And I think I'm prepared as I'm going to be. So let's do it. Before you can react, the troll is upon you, and the encounter begins. This is the toughest fight in the game, if I recall correctly. This guy is a troll, just like we fought trolls before. He doesn't do anything new, but he does more damage, I want to say, than normal trolls do, and he has more life than the other trolls we've fought him before. So we'll keep dazzling him and cast the occasional flame dart as well. He's attacking quickly. Let's cast another dazzle. We'll cast another flame dart as well. Comp cannot be used on this screen as well. And I do not believe, by the way, you can flee this fight once you've engaged in it as well. Oh my goodness, we still taking a ton of damage. It's hard to hit this guy as well. A lot of your swings will just simply miss him. We'll drink a healing potion. Wow, yeah, we took over 50% of our life during that fight. How's our spells? Flame Dart and Dazzle are looking really good. Let's search the body. You find nothing on the troll but a little hair. Let's take his beard anyway. You cut off the troll's beard and put it away. Let's save the game. To my knowledge, once you've done this as well, you've got to keep going. There's no heading back at this point. I think, anyway. If you try to defeat the brigands and decide to flee, going back, I believe it results in an auto loss. So, like, you're immediately captured and killed. The brigands increase their defenses. So, be ready. There was a strong odor of decay and other nasty smells filling the air. A pile of something unpleasant lies in the center of this cave, and I just realized my volume sounds a little loud to me. I'm gonna lower it to 5, just in case. Okay, so look around. Look at pile. It looks as if someone has piled up bones, bits of armor, and things you can't quite make out and probably don't want to know about. It smells disgusting. Now, if you said the password here, the troll won't be in the hallway that we just fought it in. However, it is still around, and if you decide to walk up and search that treasure pile, you will regret it if you're hoping to avoid fighting the troll. Search pile. You dig around in the pile until the odor almost makes you sick. You find 30 silvers and 5 gold. Actually, now that sounds a little soft. Up to 6. Okay, just make sure your voice is close to the microphone, Tim. You don't have to redo this part. You just saved over all your previous saves anyway. Okay, let's look around in here. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see by the light of the fungus that this passageway twists its way through the mountain. It is cold in here, and you can smell stagnant water and faint hints of decay. Okay, everyone, let's pay a visit to the brigands. Our only visit. It's going to have to be our only visit. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Stupid guard duty. 3rd time this week. Why always me? That is a minotaur. We totally don't have to fight him. But we're totally going to. So we make some noise by walking past that tree. We actually hit him a few times. Alright, Minotaur. Oh god, how fast this guy attacks. Oh my goodness. Please let me cast Dazzle. He's gonna kill us. Oh, can I not cast spells? Wow, because he'll just slaughter us otherwise. Keep him kind of stunned. Actually, he still wiggles the mace around. There's a flail, I'm sorry about that. This guy's another flame dart right at him. Oh my goodness, thank goodness we have spells. This would have been... Oh! Maybe he's immune actually to Dazzle. Oh god, we're out! I'm bad! And we're almost dead. 2 hit points! Holy crap! I should have had the shield, I suppose. Let's drink 2 healing potions to make up for this. We're out of magic, so let's drink our power potions. And 5 empty flasks. Okay, let's save the game. That was really close. Thank goodness we had spells for this. Let's search his body. You quickly search the fallen Minotaur and find nothing. Wait a minute. The Minotaur's flail looks peculiar. You pick it up and examine it closely. Cleverly concealed in the flail are 50 silvers. A just reward for defeating such a valiant fighter, you tell yourself as you pocket the silvers. Nice. Look how much money we got. We have 70 gold basically on us. I don't think I've ever had this much before. Okay. Let's take a look around here. Sheer cliff walls form a narrow box canyon where the brigands have built a fortress. Oh, okay, so that's not an exit out of the canyon, that's just the only passage to the fort. That bell. A warning bell to alert all the brigands in the fortress. Yeah, you can totally ring that bell if you want to, and then you die. So might not want to do it. Gate to the fortress. A very strong gate. So, because we're a mage, we'll do this the mage way and cast open. You can totally, I think, climb over this fence if you're the thief, or you can use yourself as a battling ram of sorts and break the door down otherwise. The break the door down one's pretty funny. I recommend you do it if you're the fighter, but we're going to cast open and do this, I suppose, the boring way. You hear a snick as the hasp on the gate is opened. By the way, do not rest here. Do not rest. Don't do it. You'll be killed immediately. Okay, everyone, welcome to Insta-Death Puzzle. The next 2 screens are full of this. This is not what you expected the Brigand's Fortress to look like in your imagination. The barracks with the open half doors to the east and west are fairly normal looking. The carpet lying near the gate, however, is a bit odd. The small chasm in the middle of the yard with the bridge across it seems strange too. There are 2 blockades near the gate and some barriers near the north. Let's save the game here, everyone. We're gonna die a few times here on purpose. I know what to do, but maybe you guys do not. So let's take a look around really quick. A rug with the message step here. Let's go ahead and do that. There's a small sign which reads booby trap. You are now in the pitiful situation as you hear the brigands approach to see the booby they've caught. You think to yourself, if it looks like a trap and it feels like a trap, then maybe it is a trap. Now, you might not notice them due to all the other graphics on the screen, but I see them because of how many times I died to them. Let's point it out really quick. Do you see over here? See this dotted line? That is totally not a shadow like these ones are. This is a tripwire. If we go over that tripwire, I believe we're killed. Oh, it looks like... Oh, and we're not allowed to run. This is actually kind of interesting. I thought we died. However, there's another tripwire right in front of us. And if we didn't realize that was there, well... Look who shows up to kill us. How embarrassing to get this far and then fail to see the trip rope. How did they get that Antwerp up there? Right. So what you're supposed to do is walk this way. You can also type step over wire, and you'll be fine there too. Now, this one right here had a sign on it. Sturdy looking bridge with 2 support poles across a chasm. A message reading cross here is on this bridge. You've seen me cross over it. If you tried crossing over the other one is the trap. Let's just see what it says when we do so. I score that about a 3. Those dividing lessons were a complete waste. Maybe you should have taken up bowling. What? What? That doesn't make any sense. Especially not that we know what the first death thing was. Normally, everyone, I would have just done this and explained why, but I think it's fun to sometimes show the insta-death which occurs. I'll try to avoid doing so in the next room. Next room's going to be kind of tricky, though. So we say step over wire. Okay, now, this room doesn't necessarily have any insta-death. Well, it does. The whole room's insta-death. But it's not based on where you've walked or not walked. It's based on what you do and what you failed to do. Well, that sounds a lot like the same thing. So we just made our way into what looks like the dining hall of this place. So the first thing we're going to... Oh, what is this, by the way? I see 3... Is this the leader, the Minotaur, and the Warlock, I suppose? We've seen the Jack-in-a-Box. That was an interesting trap. So first thing we're going to do is close the door behind us. You close and bar the door. Okay, next, we want to move that chair in front of the other door. Yep, here come the brigands. You move the chair in front of the door. They remind you of a bunch of... I can't pronounce it. Knuckle Puffs? Yeah, you might not recognize these brigands storming toward us, especially if you're of the younger persuasion. This is Larry, Moe, and Curly Joe, the 3 Stooges. They look just like them charging us at the moment. What we need to do here is we need to knock over the candelabra we are standing in front of. They won't be able to walk over it. But if you do it too soon, you fail. Ah, wise guy, eh? Next, we need to leap onto this. But if you do so too soon or too late, you also die. And now you're kind of on a timer. You need to get out of here before that door reopens again. Open door. You bar the door behind you. You behold a most fascinating place. The person labeled me speaks. Abandoned mope, all ye who enter here. Job hunting or just sightseeing? I foresee a brilliant future for you in the fall. If you got something to say, then speak fast or forever hold your peaces. State your case before I case your estate. It's me! Where's the brigand leader? I'll protect the brigand leader with everything I've got. That's no laughing matter as I get madder. This is the warlock, I believe. Are you the warlock, sir? Everybody needs to know a few magic tricks to get by these days. You'd be surprised how effective sleeping powder is for taking out the guards of a caravan. We've gotten along with all the other mages so far. Maybe we can get along with him. Do you know Henry the Hermit? If you have any famous last statements, you'd better say the secret word, or you'll lament your last state. I love how he talks. He kind of just twists the words a little bit. So, sure, I'll ruin it. This is Yorick, the jester, who went off to find Elsa some time ago. We didn't really learn about Yorick, however. I don't remember us talking about it. I forget where we were supposed to find out about that information. But I don't seem to recall that we did it. So I'm not going to ask him about Elsa. If we did so, he would be friendly to us and go and prep her for escape, basically. In other words, he realizes we're not an enemy, that maybe we're here to break the curse, and he doesn't harry us. As it is, I'm just going to not do this. We're just going to try to make our way past his maze here. Now, the maze is very tricky. It doesn't have any insta-death, but you can die here, however. As he just watches you. Typing stand up quick enough will get you out of that pit. Oh! He basically throws small things at you all the time here. You feel disoriented. I don't even understand how this works. Pull. Actually, secret entrance. I just saw that sign there. This is a crazy room. Pull lever. You do not need the word lever. Oh, pull. Rope. Uh-oh. He's now angry at us. How does he do this? I think we'll cast Flame Dart at him this time. Me sees you preparing to cast your spell and runs away. Good. To my knowledge, the only spells Yorick knows is that. He basically just can materialize something and toss it at us. He's not an actual dangerous spellcaster, but he's very clever. There's an echo in here, echo in here, echo in here. Hello? Do I want to do this? Let's do this. We'll do this the wrong way. Oh my god. What a miserable experience! And you take a bit of damage from that. You have to be quick to get through the door or it seals up behind you, I believe, as well. Oh, there's no typing here. Hello, Brigand Leader. There she is. And, if you haven't figured it out by now, this is Elsa. And she was cursed by Baba Yaga. She doesn't realize she's the princess. And I guess Yorick was unable to convince her. You can't fight her. The game won't let you. She's basically much more skilled than anything you have fought when it comes to combat. So you can't win the battle. The game won't even let you try it. You basically just automatically lose. However, we have the Dispel Potion. So we uncork it and toss it on her. You can't imagine how good it feels to know who I am again. After all these years, to remember my name is Elsa von Spielburg. She has a thick German accent, if I recall, in the 5th game. Oh crap, when she shows back up. I don't know if I should have said that, but there you have it. I used to wish I was not a brigand's child, but actually an enchanted princess. Now I know that I really was enchanted, and I don't have to be a brigand anymore. Thank you so much for freeing me. I've got to hurry home to Father, and get his guards to capture the rest of the brigands before they manage to escape with the treasure. It must be returned to the rightful owners. Yorick! Yorick! Me again! Sorry it took so long. I got lost. Well, will your dad be glad that your spell's been repelled? We need to go before the brigands know or they'll spoil our show. Come on, we better make our getaway before they get in our way. Yorick and I can return to the castle with the amulet I wear, but I'm afraid you'll have to get there on your own. There are 2 healing potions in my desk that you may take with you. You should use the secret passage and escape while they are arguing over the treasure. If they find you in here, you'll be overwhelmed and killed. Thank you again, and good luck. I'll make sure you are richly rewarded for your bravery. If you decide to counter the cursor, then mind the mirror over mere minds. So tip the canoe and toodaloo. Elsa, if you'll do the honors, I'll honor your due. When we're running, because we're on a timer, we need the mirror. The brigands are trying to break into the room. Yep, that's the sound of the door. Take mirror. You pick up the mirror and store it away. Let's get the heck out of here. I'm never able to easily get through the passage Yorick came out of, but that's our ticket out. If you try, to my recollection, if you try to take any of that treasure, you end up, the game just assumes, I guess, that you're, like, even trying to swipe a handful of gold on your way out, the brigands will break into the room and you will die. Remember that first off, we're not playing the thief, and even if we were playing the thief, the game is one of those, you're the good guy, you're not really allowed to be the bad guy games. So there's that as well. In other words, because that treasure belongs to other people, it should rightfully go to those other people, as opposed to picking it off the corpses of the brigands that we've been killing. But, well, there you have it. Right! The Antwerp! Woot! You seem to have caused an Antwerp population explosion! Yeah, look at the little guys bouncing all over the place. Aren't they adorable? That is the way Antwerps reproduce, by actually being attacked and popped, which is kind of weird. But Antwerps themselves are kind of weird. Yeah, that's totally how you do it. In the past, and I mean in the way distant past, the way my brothers and I would get around the Antwerps until we had accidentally discovered to raise your sword was to simply try to slip past the Antwerp. How you saw me get past it that one time by going up and down a bunch to circumvent it. Oh, alternatively, I believe if you're on the other side of the Antwerp and you bump into it, you'll force the Antwerp into the other direction. Well, I don't really want to fight a manta ray. All right, everyone, so what are we doing now? So we have the mirror that we need to use on Baba Yaga. However, I want to raise my calm and fetch spells up into the upper 60s. Oh, come on. I don't really want to fight a Cheetar. But I think we will. Why not? This will technically raise these spells a little bit as well, so that's always a good thing. Yep, this is a very effective way, as you can see, to deal with very difficult creatures. It's what makes the mage so powerful. And to my knowledge, in all of the games, you can do this. Avoid the combat screen, dazzle them, and flame dart the creature to death. Yup, nice. And we killed it without even having to engage it closely. Wonderful. Let's rest once, and then we'll take its claws. That was a piece of cake. Oh, wow, but only 20 silver for that. Well, it's worth it in the end. A magic potion is, what is it, 60 silver, I think, from the healer? So that was 1/3 of the cost, and we used 1/3 of my magic power, just about. Oh, but magic potions only restore 50% of your magic, though, Tim. So actually, that was 1/10 of the cost. Now, for a little more information about some other things for this. So, oh, wow, that was kind of a weird way to say I'm going to talk. So, first off, when it comes to importing your character, if you've played through one of these games and you've worked on building your character, the odds are good that your starting stats will be greater than they would have been had you started a new character in the next game. In this case, I want to say that, let's say we're a fighter, the main fighter stats start in the 70s or 60s. As you can see, we have hundreds and 80s already. The max stat for this game is 100, but the max stat for the next game is 200. So you'll be able to continually improve your skills again in the next game. For spells, I want to say they are all like something like 40 or 50, maybe 60 when you go over to the new game. But I don't think so. I think they're in their 40s or 50s. So improving our skills up to 70s or upper 60s means that we have a slight advantage when we start that game. Finally, starting a new character in the next game, you get, like, I think it's 110, it might be a little more, maybe 130 gold coins, basically, when you start that game. However, in our case, we're going to start with something like 200 or so on coins, which is really useful to have a better starting bank, as it were. No, I'm not fighting a Pterosaurus Rex. I don't need to fight you. If you're a troll, sure, but you're not a troll. I think you're trolling me by constantly showing up in this area and attacking me. If a troll does march toward us, we'll go ahead and fight the troll. That's another Pterosaurus Rex! I don't need to fight one of them. Okay, so let's go over here. Go back down. So I want to practice spells. Oh, crap. I said I'd do it. So we will fight this troll. Cast Flame Dart. Cast Dazzle. Cast Flame Dot. And then we'll fight it, because I want to cast Fetch and Calm a bit. Lots of footwork here, Tim. I like how he fakes you out. Yeah, so this guy's much easier than the other troll was. Oh, you know, I want to say, and I'm going to say it, even though I don't know that it's true, but I want to say that potions you have contribute to the money that you bring over to the next game. Okay, remember, Tim, you don't want to waste too long. Okay, so let's practice some of our spells. Which one am I practicing? Calm and Fetch. We'll practice Fetch tonight. Cast it a bunch of times. Okay, that's good enough. Yep, so what else is there? So when it comes to playing through the first game, at least, if you really wanted something different between the three classes, I would recommend playing the Thief. The Mage and Fighter are generally the same. They don't see any new content, as it were, or unique content. What they do is solve the puzzles a different way. The Thief tends to solve the in-game puzzles similarly to how the Fighter can, for some of them, but he gets access to the Thieves Guild, and he gets to rob 2 of the houses in town to get money. So it's kind of neat to see that stuff as well if you've never seen it before. Let's rest a little bit. How's our Fetch? Fetch is good, so I just want to improve Calm. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to walk over to where Baba Yaga is kind of situated. We really should not be casting spells if I want to improve calm as much as I can. Oh crap, we lost a dagger! Lost a dagger to something. I'm going down to 1 dagger. I think your daggers do carry over as well to the next game. I forgot to search a body. Was it this spot? Was it this spot? I don't think it was. Maybe it was? No. Okay. Alright, so before we go actually over to Baba Yaga, it just occurs to me, we should do everything we need to do. Because the game will end once we get rid of Baba Yaga. The alternative is that you can just go to the castle. You will be rewarded for what you've done, and you'll complete the game. But because you didn't drive Baba Yaga away, the valley will get, well, at the end of this game, you get told that basically it's going to be bad for all considered because the curse is just going to retake effect again. However, technically, the game series, the canon ending, is that you drive Baba Yaga away, because the later games in the series will believe that you have done this. Brigand, thank you for your morning's money. Nice, 25 silver coins. Save the game again. How are we looking so far? That is an unbelievable amount of cash. You're kidding me! Okay, let's do this. We'll just cast 2 of these, I think. Like two batches of this stuff. Nice! Take the claws. Take the claws. Take them. And take the daggers as well. You retrieve your knives from the dead monster's body and carefully wipe them clean for reuse. Yeah, very important, by the way, to clean your daggers. I haven't cleaned my dagger here in a long time, and it's the oils from even touching the metal is enough to begin warping's the wrong word, but it needs to be sharpened and cleaned now. Okay, so that was a piece of cake, and our flame dart's improving, as is our dazzle. Nice. We just have our calm to improve. No. No, I don't think so. I don't need to fight you. What is this? Is this like defending my title from every single type of creature we can possibly fight's gonna show up? I'm gonna fight a mantray down here? Okay, no we're not, because the game considers us escaping. Okay, so we're gonna sell all the empty flasks to the healer, sell the cheetar claws and beards to the healer, make our way over to Baba Yaga's hut, practice calm a bunch of times. I guess we'll drink our magic potions anyway, even though they might contribute to the money for the next game, because we have plenty of cash. And I want those stats increased instead. Let's sell the flasks we have. And then we sell the claws. We sell the beard. That is awesome. All right, we're looking fantastic. We have almost 100 extra gold on us. That will be an unbelievable amount of money. I never remember how much money I bring with me when I go from place to place. So unfortunately, I don't know off the top of my head how much. Whatever we get from the end of this game, whatever gold we have on us, is that much more money we're bringing with us. 90 gold will be a considerable amount of money to start the next game with, and will allow us to purchase more mana pills in the next game, I believe is what they're called. I don't know why they moved over from potions, but they totally did it for games 2 and 3. Then back to potions for game 4, and I think it's both in game 5. No, we don't need to fight you goblins. Well, I could, but no, we don't need more money. Yeah, so anyway, you could totally stay here. Oh, come on. You could totally stay here and just keep killing creatures, getting more and more money. Oh my god. That's wonderful. Yeah, as you can see, the damage that you do with your spells greatly increases with the more you practice them. We didn't have to engage this poor sap in combat. Alright, so we got to 18 silvers. How we looking? Looking good. Okay, so let's cast Calm a bunch of times. Oh god. No, I just want to practice. There's a dead body. That's why the game's doing this. Let's go down and back up to get the body away. Do we fight something else? No. Okay, good. So we can cast Calm. Yep. Let's do this a bunch of times. Rest. Okay, we don't need to rest anymore. How are we looking on Calm? 65. Okay, so let's drink the power potions that we have. We'll cast... Alright, so what spell are we working on, Tim? This is it. This is the last you're going to get. Let's practice Fetch, I guess. And we'll cast Calm a bunch more times, too. We'll see what we're ending the game with, everyone. And then I'll see you in the next game. Can I rest at all? Can I cast anything else? Nope. Okay, we're all done. So, here's my spells. Nice. 70s for most things. I really should have improved Detect Magic all the way up. That's an annoying one to practice next game. Okay, so we are done, everyone. Let's go ahead and rid the Valley of Baba Yaga. You again? Do you really want to go back in there? You better believe it. Hey, it's your life. Bye. Hut of ground. Now sit down. We do have that mirror, right? Okay. Let's do this. You furtively grasp the magic mirror. Yep. Okay, here we go. You again! We're as ready as we're gonna be. Powers that ruled over regions soggy. Change this creature back into a froggy. The witch is hopping mad. What have you done to me? How dare you use my own spell against me? Oh! Hear me, O element of air and wind. Give me the power to save my own skin. There goes Baba Yaga's. There goes Baba Yaga. Now you've really made her sore. Oh, look at the programmers that are here on the upper right. That's awesome. The dev team's here. There's Lori and Corey Cole in the upper left, over there, the far left. Thus the hero from the east freed the man from form of beast, saved beauty from the brigand's band, and forced the ogress to flee the land. Look how awesome you look. Oh, we got a big mouth. We have a small right hand, too. It's okay. We're still a hero. That's awesome. The brigand band has been dispersed. Their treasure has been reimbursed. And so with katas and Abdul Adu, you bid the valley a fond adieu. And you get different words if you didn't drive Baba Yaga away, because you could totally forget the hand mirror, in which case you're out of luck. But the game still let you win anyway. And that does it for us, everyone. Thank you for watching Quest for Glory 1. Yeah, this was fun to play through this again. If I had to critique the game, I don't really want to talk bad or what have you, but I don't know if I'm not a good game reviewer. I will say the most frustrating thing about the game is definitely raising the spells. And in my opinion, the first few days of this game are tougher than any of the other battles in any of the other games for this series, because they're so weak that you can't even defeat a Saurus. But that said, you remember this as you go forward and how far you've come in the time it took you to when you first started this up. In other words, you really feel more like a hero at the end of this game than you did in the beginning, thanks to how tough it is to beat the things. And I love how the creatures they don't level with you. If you're not supposed to fight something, you should be running away from the darn thing and trying to figure out how to survive. And even then, the game is really about being efficient with the time during your day. But I love this series. Oh man, I love the puns for it and everything about this game. It's great to have played it. Rasmus's Rootin' Tootin' Root Beer. I know you can enter that in as a cheat code. I know you can do it. Anyway, we're about out of time, everyone. We're gonna get a bunch of screens after this is done about exporting our characters. So we're just gonna watch the hype here for the second game, which the hint will be coming out, I believe. And then we'll stop the recording, and I'll see you guys in the second game, which I'm probably going to redo. I'm probably going to redo the entire, all 4 games I've done on my channel already. Hello, dragon. Yeah, to my knowledge, there isn't any dragon in this game. There's nothing for you. There's no dragon for you to fight, and to be honest, you wouldn't be able to kill it anyway. If we weren't a match with a brigand leader, there's no way we'd be able to kill a dragon. Trial by Fire, Quest for Glory 2, second game that we'll be playing for the series. And thank you guys again for watching. I had a lot of fun with this. Hope you guys had fun watching it, and I will see you all in the second one. Take care, everyone.